Hello and welcome everyone. Today we're going to dive into a topic that could change your financial life. We're talking about 5 frugal living tips that saved me thousands. Now, frugality isn't about living without joy. Quite the contrary. It's about making wise decisions that lead to financial stability and ultimately freedom. It's about recognizing the value of every dollar and putting it to good use. Are you ready to learn how to keep more of your hard-earned money? Let's dig into these tips. Hello viewers, if you are enjoying this content and you do not want to miss future videos filled with even more tips, tricks, and inspiration, hit that subscribe button now to stay tuned with us and remember to comment and share. Our first tip on the list is to buy in bulk. Now you might be asking yourself, why buy in bulk? Well, the reasons are plenty. First off, buying in bulk often means reduced packaging. This not only helps the environment by cutting down on waste, but it also means you're not paying for unnecessary packaging. You see, companies often include the cost of packaging in the price of the product, so when you buy in bulk, you're essentially paying more for the product itself and less for its packaging. Next, buying in bulk can mean less frequent shopping trips. Picture this. You're in the middle of a relaxing weekend when you suddenly remember you're out of laundry detergent. Instead of enjoying your day off, you now have to head to the store. But if you had bought your detergent in bulk, you'd have plenty in stock and could continue enjoying your weekend worry-free. Now let's talk about overall lower costs. When you buy in bulk, you're often getting a better price per unit. For instance, let's consider toilet paper. A single roll might cost $1, but a pack of 20 rolls might cost $15. That's a saving of $5. And that's just one product. Imagine the savings when you apply this principle to other goods like dry foods, cleaning supplies, and so on. However, a word of caution. Buying in bulk is not about purchasing excessively. It's about buying wisely. It's about assessing your needs and purchasing accordingly. For example, it might not make sense to buy perishable goods in bulk if you can't consume them before they spoil. You need to consider your storage space as well. There's no point in buying in bulk if you don't have space to store the items. So the next time you're out shopping, take a moment to consider the benefits of buying in bulk. You might just find that it's a simple and effective way to save money. Remember, buying in bulk is about purchasing wisely, not excessively. Moving on to tip number 2, avoid disposable products. It's easy to overlook how much we spend on disposable items. They may seem cheap and convenient in the short term, but over time their costs add up. Not to mention, they contribute significantly to environmental pollution. Let's start by picturing your morning coffee. If you're buying it in a disposable cup every day, you're spending extra cash on something you toss away after one use. Instead, consider investing in a quality, reusable coffee mug. It's a one-time expense that pays for itself over time and reduces waste. Now think about your kitchen. How often do you reach for a paper towel or a plastic bag? These are items we use once and then throw away. By replacing paper towels with cloth napkins and plastic bags with reusable ones, you can save a considerable amount over a year. Plus, you're reducing your carbon footprint, which is a bonus for Mother Earth. And what about those batteries in your remote or your kid's toy car? Instead of buying disposable batteries that you'll need to replace regularly, consider rechargeable ones. Yes, they cost more upfront, but in the long run they'll save you money and they're much less harmful to the environment. The same goes for water bottles. If you buy a bottle of water every day, you're not only spending unnecessary money but also contributing to the massive amount of plastic waste. A reusable water bottle is an economical and eco-friendly alternative. These are just a few examples. The point is, there are countless disposable items in our lives that we can replace with reusable alternatives. It's about changing our mindset from short-term convenience to long-term savings and sustainability. By avoiding disposable products, you're not only saving money but also doing your part to save the planet. It's a win-win situation. So, the next time you're about to buy something disposable, pause and ask yourself, is there a reusable alternative? Chances are, there is, and it's probably not as expensive or inconvenient as you might think. Our third frugal living tip is cut down your food costs. Let's dive right in with a tried and true strategy: meal planning. It's not just a trendy buzzword, it's a genuine money saver. By planning your meals for the week, you can avoid last-minute takeout orders or impulse buys at the grocery store. Instead, you'll shop with purpose, buying only what you need for your planned meals. And here's a bonus. Meal planning can also help you eat healthier and reduce food waste. Next up, let's talk about cooking at home. Now, we get it. We're all busy and sometimes it's just easier to grab a quick bite out. But the reality is cooking at home can save you a significant amount of money over time. Think about it. A meal that costs you $25 at a restaurant could probably be made at home for less than $10. That's a savings of over 50%. And don't worry if you're not a gourmet chef. There are countless easy and delicious recipes available online that even the most novice cook can master. Now let's move on to shopping sales. This doesn't mean you need to become an extreme couponer, but being aware of sales and discounts can definitely help cut down your food costs. Most grocery stores have weekly sales, so try to plan your meals around what's on sale. If chicken is on sale this week, make chicken the star of your meals. And don't forget about seasonal produce. Not only is it fresher and tastier, it's often cheaper too. Finally, consider reducing your takeout and dining out. This can be a hard habit to break, especially if you're used to eating out regularly. But even cutting back 1 or 2 meals out per week can lead to significant savings. With a little planning and creativity, you can eat well and still save money. So, are you ready to embrace a more frugal lifestyle and start cutting down your food costs? We hope these tips have inspired you to take the first step. Remember, every little bit helps. Next up is tip number 4, know the best price. In the journey of frugal living, one cannot underestimate the power of price comparison. It's not about being stingy, but about being smart with your resources. Just imagine, every cent saved today could be $1 earned tomorrow. So, knowing the usual costs of regularly purchased items becomes crucial. It's like a game of numbers, where you are the player and the market is your playground. When you know the average cost of your go-to products, you can spot a good deal from a mile away, and that's when you strike, capitalizing on sales and discounts. But let's be real, who has the time to memorize every single price? Thankfully, we live in a digital age where there's an app or website for just about everything. You can use these tools to track prices and get notified when there's a price drop. Some apps even provide price histories, helping you determine the best time to buy. And it's not just about groceries or household items. This applies to larger purchases too, like appliances, electronics, and even cars. The key is to be patient and wait for the right moment. Remember, the goal is not to deprive yourself, but to make informed decisions that maximize the value of your hard-earned money. Knowledge is power, and knowing the best price is a powerful tool in your frugal living toolkit. Our final frugal living tip is just say no. Now, this might sound a bit severe, but it's a powerful strategy that can help you save a lot. It's about understanding the difference between wants and needs. We all have wants. Things we desire, but could actually live without. But needs, well, they are the essentials, the things we can't do without. So how does one go about saying no? It's about consciously evaluating your purchases. Every time you're about to buy something, ask yourself, do I really need this? If the answer is no, then resist the urge and keep your wallet shut. This may seem like a small step, but imagine the accumulative impact. Let's say you're about to buy a fancy coffee that costs $5, but instead you decide to say no and make coffee at home. Now, if you repeat this every workday for a year, you're looking at a saving of over $1,000. That's just from one small decision. Saying no isn't about depriving yourself. It's about being smart with your money. It's about prioritizing your financial goals over instant gratification. It's about understanding that every dollar saved is a step closer to financial freedom. So next time you're tempted to make an unnecessary purchase, remember this tip: just say no. Remember, every time you say no to a non-essential purchase, you're saying yes to your financial freedom. And there you have it, 5 frugal living tips that have saved me thousands. Buying in bulk, avoiding disposable products, cutting down your food costs, knowing the best price, and just learning to say no. These 5 simple strategies can help you save a significant amount over time. Remember, every penny counts when you're living a frugal lifestyle. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe, like, and share it with others who might benefit. Stay tuned for more money-saving tips. Until next time, happy saving.